Hello again, welcome to another look at the weather. This is of course as usual courtesy of netweather.tv. Now people are beginning to ask, will it be a white Christmas? Well, the answer to that really is that I don't know, because it's still too far ahead. It's a couple of weeks or more ahead just now, and in fact if I did know, what I would have done is to have put all my savings on a bet with William Hill many months ago, and I'd probably be sitting in the Bahamas by now and not still in London in the cold and wet and wind. However, I suppose we could say that the weather pattern's probably going to remain very similar for the foreseeable future, so snow is possible in the north if nowhere else. But we'll firm up on that much nearer the time. Now at the moment the weather's hitting the headlines because there's a vicious low moving across Scotland, and that low is going to continue to move on eastwards into the North Sea, into the Skagerrak, pulling back very cold and strong winds from the northwest. That'll be squeezed in between high pressure that's over Greenland. Now another area of low pressure will move out from America, and this one's going to become slow moving. But then later on a third area of low pressure will develop, and that's going to become deep, very deep, and that'll slam into the north of the country, Scotland and Northern Ireland, during the course of Tuesday, when again there's going to be severe gales, even storm force winds across the country. After that, that area of low pressure drifts northwards and slows down, stays quite close to the north of the country, continuing to feed in rather chilly winds from the west, and those look like persisting, as I said, into the weekend, even into next week, and those winds will be cold enough to give some snow in parts of the north. Now the temperature of the atmosphere, well, very cold indeed across Greenland and North America, as you can see there, the sort of Moby colours. And this cold air, although it's going to be modified considerably by its passage across the warm sea, but that cold air is going to sweep into the UK from time to time during the course of the next week or so. The really mild air, that's the yellowy colours, stays well to the south of us, as you can see there. But having said that, of course, we're not going to get the bitter cold that they have in Greenland or North America, nor are we going to get bitterly cold weather sweeping in from the east. So on a day-to-day basis, as far as Friday is concerned, it's going to be very windy indeed. There'll be wintry showers scattered around in the southwest of Scotland, Northern Ireland, the northwest of England. Severe gales in the northeast of Scotland to begin with, giving blizzard conditions there, some really horrendous weather, I would imagine. Elsewhere, though, for most of the country, it'll be dry with sunny periods, but there will be some wintry showers working their way southwards during the course of the day across northern England, Wales, and into the Midlands before eventually dying out. There's going to be a really hard frost setting in during the evening as well, so watch out for some icy patches on the roads. And then during the course of the evening through into the night, more rain, sleet and snow will move in across Scotland and Northern Ireland. Now it's going to be a rather cold day, feeling particularly cold because there will be a fairly strong wind around. So if you're going to the Cheltenham races for the international, wrap up well, but at least it should be dry with some sunshine, albeit jolly cold. And the same meet continues into Saturday as well, when, unless it's going on until quite late in the day, again it should be okay, cold and bright. Early frost may be a problem, but there will be some rain coming along late in the day. As for the rest, well, there'll be wintry showers across Scotland and Northern Ireland, northern parts of England, these falling as rain on the coast and lower levels, but some snow certainly over the hills. And as I said, there will have been hard frost to begin with across most parts of England and Wales. It's going to become windy later in the day in the north and west of the country, and another band of rain is going to spread in from the west, this rain turning to snow over the hills. The southeast of England, though, staying out of trouble and staying dry with sunny intervals during the course of the day and frost coming back at night. Of course, it's going to be quite a cold day everywhere, and there will be a sort of raw feel to those winds and frost early and late in many places. Now on Sunday, that rain will continue to move southeastwards into the more southern parts of the country, and that rain, when it arrives, will be quite heavy in places. Behind it, for central and northern areas, there'll be clearer weather. Again, there'll be wintry showers in the north and west, some of them quite heavy too, and it's going to be a cold and raw day, and there will be some frost around early and late. Now in Glasgow, we have the Santa Dash taking place during then, and I think they're going to have to dash because it's going to be pretty cold and raw, and there could well be some wintry showers as well. So ideal weather, of course, for Santa Claus. He's used to that, but it could well be that they. they, uh, need to keep warm by running even faster. On Monday it looks as if it'll be fine in the east, but there'll be showers around in the west, these heavy in places with again with snow on the hills, and those showers are going to give way to more general cloud and rain in the second part of the day, and indeed that rain could well be preceded by snow in places, and it'll end up very wet and very windy before the day's out, and it's going to feel quite cold again as well. On Tuesday, another very windy day, in fact even windier on Tuesday. That's when that next vicious area of low pressure comes along. So a very windy day, gales, severe gales, and heavy showers around with snow on the hills, and blizzard conditions in places too over the Scottish mountains. Temperatures, generally speaking, will be a little bit higher, probably close to normal, but of course with all that rain and wind around, it'll still feel quite cold. And then from Wednesday onwards it remains unsettled across the whole country. There'll be rain or showers from time to time, snow over the hills again, and it remains pretty windy. And this unsettled, windy weather is going to persist, I think, into the weekend and even into some parts of next week. And temperatures yo-yoing a bit. Some days temperatures will be close to normal or even a shade above. Other days it'll be rather on the cold side. But there's little or no doubt that the weather is going to remain unsettled. No sign of high pressure on the horizon just yet. So that's all from me. I hope you have a lovely weekend despite all the rain and the gales and everything else, and I hope you can join me again this time next week. But goodbye for now.